I know we was live right now.
Yo,
It didn't say we was live right now.
We live right now.
Oh,
Yo,
yeah, there we go.
Can y'all hear? Yeah,
I got it now. It
God, he's like, I hear y'all. Y'all good now. Hey, what's popping with y'all, man?
Better not be late like no chicks, period.
Damn. This shit. Hey man, we had technical difficulties, man.
That's bad. Fucked us.
We upgraded the system and that shit just ain't good.
Oh damn, that was a negative. Hey, yeah.
You said that's a sponsor. You said that's a sponsor?
No. We try to get the better audio, video, best back, give us the wrong shit. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm behind the camera, so
yeah. Cage is behind the camera.
Also, there's that too.
Cage is behind the camera. We got this is the Willie. I'm all fucked up right now because that shit drove me crazy just now. Hey, but we got Pittsburgh on right here. They've been doing this shit for a while. They part of the underground scene, but they also in y'all faces, but y'all choosing to ignore like the other Pittsburgh people.
People inspire. I don't know the rest.
So I'm gonna speak for them when I say y'all can eat a dick. But I ain't gonna say nothing crazy. Hey, we got our guy here, you know what I'm saying?
What's up, CPX3? You know what I mean? Some of y'all don't. That camera. I go by a lot of names. We're doing a lot of shit today, so excuse me, mine's kind of everywhere. Part of the collective called Pirate Gang stands for people inspiring real aspirations to experience greatness approaching newer generations. One more time.
People inspire.
What in the fuck?
People inspire real aspirations
to experience greatness approaching newer generations.
I'm autistic. I ain't catching nothing.
Hold the fuck up.
We got t-shirts too.
Hold up.
Oh yeah, I seen them shirts.
How long were y'all sitting around saying we gonna call ourselves Pirate Gang, but we gotta have something? This gotta be inspirational, niggas.
It was a walk from like Kennywood to Swissville.
Huh?
That's a walk.
Y'all walked?
Yeah.
What was y'all doing? Oh, y'all was y'all kids.
Younger.
I say y'all.
That's a little different now, you know.
Because when you older,
yeah.
Shit.
None of that.
You cry across the You be on the Rankin Bridge talking about this is some bullshit.
Don't they jump off the Rankin Bridge?
Short people have.
Really, my guy?
Yeah, let's take my baby's mom over that motherfucker. What? How long? 2 minutes and 51 seconds. Fuck that bitch. We live.
Okay.
So yeah, facts. We're gonna get into that later. So how long or how many people is in Pirate Gang?
Currently, we're building numbers. I don't have an exact number for you, but there's a couple pending, a couple official ones. Of course, VirgBoogie, my wife Bree.
That
VirgBoogie.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I know him from graphics. That's how. Yeah. When you said that, I seen some of your work.
Appreciate it.
Yes.
Wife Bree, Rena, Original Telegenic Productions, and we're building some partners with a Dreams of Music Foundation, Dreams of Music Network, Divine Time. Yeah, we got a lot of partnerships we're working on right now.
Yeah.
You know, we're working on like being official as far as like doing paperwork and like getting all the agreements like, you know what I mean, in stone for real before we start saying we're going to do stuff. We want to keep owning that 12 person.
That's how it's supposed to be.
We got to lay the foundation before you do anything.
That foundation is a very major factor on everything. Shit, like I said, I'm great. I'm actually good friends with one of your people in your group, Envy.
Envy side. So she took a break a while ago. She had her baby. Shout out to Envy and Vaughn. We work with both of them still. They still provide input. I mean, still a great support team.
They got the family thing going on.
And that's what it is. That's what I always wanted Pirate Gang to be for real. So even if you're in it, you're not. You have that option to still be family. It's all about communication.
So would y'all think? So would y'all think y'all trying to be like how the Wu-Tang is?
Yeah.
Wu-Tang about big shit.
It's everywhere.
But I'm talking about how big their group is. Like them motherfuckers.
Once we get the capital, and I mean the space, the whole, and do everybody right. And for sure. That's the only reason I'm not representing artists now.
Yeah.
Like I'll be up on comments on their shows, like who's throwing it, who's judging, like what's the prize? Like what are they being judged on? I mean, just trying to see like how it's still going, who's doing what.
Okay.
But I would love to represent artists, like make sure they have written agreements for them when they do these shows. Even if you're doing it for free, if you're paying or whatever, just like I'm paying this much and you say I should get this if I win. I mean, just everything that y'all saying is written in stone.
Yeah.
And get everybody to the habit of doing that, because once you actually take them steps into the industry, that's what it's going to be.
That's what the industry want to see too.
So wait, hold on. You said you waiting for the capital?
To expand more.
The motherfucking stimmy checks just dropped. Everybody got capital in this motherfucker.
We got some package.
Whoa. You can't be saying packages. Very loose like that. Fuck around, they be like, oh, wait, what the fuck they doing over there? So what side of town you from? You said North Side. Say a lot of me.
South Side.
We've been having a beef on Facebook with well, not no beef, but we've been talking shit. Yeah. Saying North Side's the best side and South Side's the mess side. You know what I'm saying?
That's East Side.
He's not from the East Side. He's like that East Side. Where he's from, they like tiptoed in.
Well, where I'm from now is just.
See,
so I'm a 90s baby. Growing up was called the War Side.
Yeah.
So we do a lot of shit over there. And it was like every other street was damn near beefing with every other street. It was fucking crazy, right?
Yeah.
So growing up, like, I knew people who couldn't go downtown, let alone cross a couple of streets without being shot at. Let alone.
I'm laughing at it now, but
it's crazy.
It's fucked up because it's true.
But so I was able to go wherever. Now, I mean, I can go downtown, east side, I can go all around the city. And I started thinking like why can't other people move? You know what I mean? How I can? It's lucrative to be able to dip in the scene.
A lot of people did some dumb ass shit back then.
That's the
they did a lot of dumb ass shit.
North Side's full of dummies.
Huh?
Especially the North Side.
Yeah, right. I got a whole project full of dummies, but right, bro. But I ain't gonna talk shit. I love y'all. I don't need nobody coming up over here talking about, yo, hold up, cuz. Southside, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
We have people all over, like we all mixed together. Okay. We were able to do that. I like that.
So let me ask this: what made you get into the music lane? Like, what made you want to go this path? Like, with your choice in life, like a career wise.
So it was like 8th grade, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I knew this dude, and he ain't talking to nobody. He was like real standoffish by himself. And one day I sat by one of his bus that I usually ride. I was fucking shorty, so I hopped on a whole nother bus.
I usually have.
Yeah, right. But I ended up sitting down next to him. We became cool. He had this little orange notebook y'all used to carry around with him. One day let me read it and let nobody check that notebook, but one day let me check it out and he wrote poetry. And I'm like, this little quiet dude off to the corner, not bothering nobody writing poetry. And I'm like, he's doing that shit, and let me see what that does for me. I started writing poetry, and it just became like just such a crazy escape. And then my first live performance was like at Clarion in like 2008.
The college?
Yeah.
Damn, okay.
It was a part of a program I was in high school, but there was a talent portion, and I was just like, me trying out.
Back when they had talent shows and shit.
Yeah. So I did it, and some shorty was crying afterwards. Like, she came to me crying. And yeah, that's one of the times that I figured like this might be for me.
Yeah.
I used to perform at a church too, at CCAC.
So we just gonna skip past before you said you had bitches crying?
Not bitches, I wouldn't call it.
Oh shit.
Yeah. She was up there doing. He was up there doing a Mike Jack. She was like,
it was like a spiritual song.
Okay.
Dealing with religion and stuff like that. And yeah.
You still do that type of music, or you kind of like?
I got a lot. Yeah, I bounced a lot of it. Yeah, I was into like more religious studies when I was doing that type of music.
Okay.
I learned a lot more, so I am trying to get back into it. I always splice it up in there. There's always something about third eyes or something in there that
couple lines.
Yeah, that bridges.
That's supposed to be though.
Yeah,
I like how y'all. You know what? When I was when I first heard about Pirate Gang, this is around when she was starting to, you know what I mean, coming around. Well, I think her dude was he was in it first, and then she kind of lost. Not her dude or her friend or whatever.
She never had it, but he do like a best friend.
Oh shit! I apologize then.
That's all.
Oh, did he get kicked off the island? Did he get kicked off the island? Oh, but no, because I remember that's the first time I started really hearing about Pirate Gang, and then we used to freestyle. We used to freestyle a lot, like me, her, my brother, and a few of us. We used to freestyle like a fuck ton. Like, that's how she got into it and shit. Mm-hmm. And then she started rocking with y'all. That's when I started, you know what I'm saying, hear about y'all and everything, how big y'all was and all that. Mm-hmm. And then I met y'all. Shit, I met y'all a long time ago, but this was back when I was.
Yeah, she's part of the genesis of it.
Okay.
Like I was rapping, and then I went to this show down the strip club Rooted, and this local group performed. This local group performed. It was like an A1 performance. It was like you would think that somebody already established out of town. Yeah. Like it was, the lights was everywhere, like females on stage, and it was crazy.
It was crazy.
It was in itself. And so I was set to go to the military, and I'm like, if these guys right here like aren't somewhere like further than they are now, by the time I come back, I have to do something. Yeah. Like the day after the day I got back, I lived down the street from them. The day I got back, I called her, and I called like two other people, and was just like, we met in my basement, and I put on a beat, and they wrote to that beat, and like we did that song that night, and I was like, this is the group. We just gonna move on this.
That's what's up.
But yeah, over time, I mean, we learned a lot, and yeah, people come, people go.
Oh yeah, that's how, man. That's I think that's anything with the entertainment industry. Period. Yeah, you know what I mean. That's also part of life. Yeah, well, yeah, that's most definitely true.
This nigga is over there. Hold up, camera. You know, swing that to the camera, nigga. Yeah. Look like you about to run up on a greaser.
So one of the questions that one of our, like, somebody sent to us and said that somebody wanted to ask you about. Let me go ahead and pull this up real quick. Yeah, questions.
And while he's pulling up, ladies and gentlemen, like, share, comment. This ain't YouTube. I'm about to say subscribe and shit.
Like, share, comment.
But now, Virgil, why you sitting there plug yourself, Mr. Graphic Designer?
Man, I'm like,
Hey.
I'm not that bad, I promise.
Nah, them stimmies is out. Everybody about to get some logos. Plug yourself.
That's a fact. I do logo design, cover art, t-shirt designing, custom t-shirts.
Okay.
Do everything, marketing, branding, all of that. Really, every time someone does a project with me, we sign on terms of agreement. Everything's professional. You know what I mean? There's no iffy, washy way. No, everything is solid.
This is what this is, and this is what you get.
Yes.
There ain't no.
If you need something, you holla at me. You let me know what it is, and I got you. Okay. You know, Mr. Raw process. I want to know if you don't like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and figure that out and make sure it's what you want. Especially with logo design. Yeah. I got a whole process for everything, bro.
I think you was, because you're an artist, though. I think when you, like, how y'all artists, and y'all craft speaks for y'all without you having to speak. Right. So if you put out trash,
definitely.
You know what I mean? That's what people won't just look at you like, you're trash.
I had to learn the business side too, because I feel like a lot of people into the art side of graphic design and forget about the business work. Yeah. You're a service, so you got to be there to service people, know how to handle customer inquiries, and know how to manage all of that stuff. Mm-hmm. If you don't know how to do that, you're just going to be drawing and not knowing that you got to grow as a business.
Yeah. Yeah. You ain't never had to put your foot on nobody's ass for not having your money, did you?
No, because I do full payments out front. Because you're going to get your work done. We're signing in terms of payments and everything. So.
Getting out of big quick. You need my money. No, that's what's up. That's most definitely dope. We got somebody that's his brother does a lot of love.
He's ugly as fuck.
You probably heard of Cliff Cajun. Yeah. That's his brother.
He's ugly. We ain't promoting that nigga.
Well, I think one thing I like about the logo business now, it's most definitely highlighting a lot of people's talent when it comes to different styles and the way they look. And I like that because it's let people choose a lane that they want to do. It ain't got to be like a pop culture type of art and shit. Right, you know what I mean? Like how Barbados does his. Right. Like it's a lot of different. Like Cliff looks different. It's everything's different. Like even Caleb and all, like it's all different. I'm like, damn.
I don't know if you had a chance to see any of my work, but
I have.
Go ahead and pull it up, brother.
With me, man, I do a whole, man, I dig everything out of the logo, bro. I have a whole questionnaire.
Yeah.
So if you plug yourself in. Oh, Pablo too. Okay. Plug yourself into our on our live and drop your link and all that for everybody that wanna. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So how do you feel about people using Fiverr?
I don't see nothing wrong with it, but the thing is, like, the logo design specifically, if you want to have a long-lasting business, you want to work with somebody who's going to know what they're doing. So you don't want somebody like, okay, we're going to do this color, this font, this image, we're going to put this together, we're going to snap this together, and this is supposed to carry your business that you want to make thousands of dollars from, that you're investing $10 in the logo. No, don't do that. Go with somebody who's about to do the research in your market, figure out what the people know, what the people want psychology, what they respond from in that. You know what I'm saying? All the images, the colors, the text, everything, how it feels to that person. They don't even know how it feels, but you doing the research, you put that in there. And then they perceive it every time. Every time. And if you're on point with your research, then you're going to get that. Your business is going to last strong. Everything I made for Fire Gang, I make once. We don't have to make it again. That shit's going to last forever. That's for life.
So that's kind of like how the dude chose the color for Fire Fest. How he chose that orange, and he said even though it was just an orange block, it was a color to catch your eye.
Exactly.
So that's
they burned through that revenue.
Excitement. That's what the psychology. Yeah, learning about all of that.
Oh, they was excited already. That's the one thing they were able to go home.
I got a sandwich and some sand.
That shit was fucked up. That was fucked up. I think they did job dirty with that shit, man. They put him on that. They put him in the face.
Yeah.
They did him dirty.
People inspired respiratory. Wait, people inspired real aspiration.
Man, text him what it is.
My phone is down.
So the question was that somebody asked. It's from Trent. So he asked, "What is your motivation?"
People inspire with aspirations to
See, he cut it off even when I got this.
That's it though. That tattoo here.
You got the like
CPG logo tattoo.
Oh, all right.
I was about to say you got the whole thing.
I'm gonna get it probably eventually. Most likely.
That's the place you gotta get
like my family, my friends, my loved ones, just people inspiring what, like, I mean, people who is under that umbrella, people who want, I mean, a better place for whatever this world is, I mean, to us. Nobody has all the answers for real, but if we come with our collective truths and are open to each other, I mean, we can get to a better place than we are now. So yeah, people.
Question I have for you when it comes to like the music lane, what is one of the challenges you face when it comes to your creative side, and also to get people to, you know, like just bring people into, like, because you don't have, like, you're not industry, right? And I know a lot of times when you're not industry, it's hard to get ears to be like, oh shit, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? Let me listen to that. Like, you know what I mean? Because I think underground tends to have more true fans than industry shit. Because underground, like, somebody gotta go see that. You know what I mean? Like no, I'm gonna go see what he got out. What challenge you think you face when it comes to that type of realm we're right there?
So I'm like, I don't even know how to explain, like an extra introvert. So it's like I'm doing this hip hop thing, but at the same time, when X amount of eyes get on me, it's like I don't look at me.
That's why you fidgeting with the.
No, man. That's like.
I'll say, but you don't know how many people's actually watching.
But so I would say, getting this thing, I don't think none of that stuff's really hard. It's just being consistent. That's all it is. Consistently posting pictures, consistently putting out music, some type of material, having like a full circle thing to go with. And I'm just building it brick by brick right now. So I got my website so people can go there and see everything. On top of that, I'm just working on getting a comfortable producer in the studio. Because I don't necessarily want to jump around at the moment. I want to find somebody like a Dre to my M type deal. You know what I mean? Somebody that can learn my sound more. So.
You want an in-house type of.
So we could like build together more. So
makes sense.
Now I got a couple options, but it's more so just after that finding a space where I can get comfortable to do it.
So what's one of the biggest shows you had?
We opened up for Riff Raff in Buffalo, New York.
Okay. I heard he a real
Shit.
one. I heard Riff Raff.
Holy shit! What?
We didn't meet him.
Yeah.
We didn't meet him or nothing like that.
Yeah.
But the people there didn't know. Like they treated us like we were family. We were behind the barrier the whole time. Walking, leaving. Yeah, they treated us like we were stars.
Okay.
We got call and response. Everybody was doing call and response back and forth. The songs were more so catchy songs. They can get the hook the second time. I mean, all of that. So that was
That's my shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's coming. You know, things like that, like y'all saw the seed to that, and it just has to be perfect when it hits the world, like when it hits, and the people like y'all who saw the genesis of it, it's like you're going to know where it came from, so you know what it can be too. Like that could be something huge, but it's like in the cut right now, but it needs to be right. That needs to be exactly right.
I ain't gonna say, look, the first time you did that shit, I said, man, I ain't screaming, ooh. I don't even grunt when I'm fucking. You want me to sit in front of you and go, ooh, but when you got to that third round, I said, hey. I got home with my bitch, laying on top of a bitch, son. Hey. She said, what the fuck is that from? Higher gang, bitch. Booty. But no, that was definitely that shit. Because he was like, I'm just looking at it like, I ain't doing this shit. I'm a grown ass man. He got in the third round. It was like a wrestler was coming out.
It's a trial run. Yeah. This city is a trial. I know that, but this is like a miniature industry. Like if you don't play your cards right, fuck. Like
we can have an industry here. Like, that's the crazy part. We can most definitely have an industry here. It's just more so. I think the artists in our city gotta start getting up on people's ass about respecting y'all craft. And I mean, I'm talking about like the radio. Yeah. I'm talking about like when you be at these clubs, the DJ should be playing some Pittsburgh music.
I agree.
Like putting your foot on their ass. Like, why the fuck ain't y'all playing Pittsburgh music and shit?
Yeah, because
you know what I mean?
Besides the usual.
Yeah.
Besides the usual.
Why the fuck why can't we find some Pittsburgh artists on the boombox? Because all the boombox shit ain't nothing but like streaming services. It ain't like it's like it's like preloaded. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit from a streaming service. You could put that shit on there. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. That's one of the big things I know that we've been trying to do on our lane also in podcast. We be talking shit. Like I know y'all know, but we be talking shit. But that's because people ain't respecting our city enough, but want to take what we bring out to them and then run with that shit. You know what I'm saying? They want all of us to come out and enjoy them, and then they leave to go somewhere else and be like, "Oh, I'm a fucking star." Eat a dick, nigga. Can I be on that and expand upon that? There's a lot of fucking dick sucking Pittsburgh artists who perform and leave and don't fucking mingle with the other artists. Yeah.
So I would say that's not necessarily. I don't know. I play devil's advocate a lot. You definitely should do that, but they're not necessarily there for the artist for a lot of the times. Like I mean, a lot of people got shit going on. Like you might perform and hit the studio after that. Yeah. We might have another show after that. Might have places to be. And so they typically go for the fans, but in Pittsburgh, the fans be the artists.
That's true.
So that's another dynamic. Even getting artists to bring people out.
And the reason why I say that is because just imagine if you bring a core group and you got like 20 people, the next person got 20 people, the next person got 20 people. So each time you leave, that's 20 people out the door. So by the time that last person who happens to be in that slot has nobody who's coming up, they're gonna be videos out there of nobody at his shit. Yeah. So just imagine if everybody stays, everybody mingles. And it's a video, because I mean we're gonna keep it real. Pittsburgh people or dick sucks, when they see that building packed, they're gonna be like, I want to be there. Right. So by other people leaving that venue, and they see that last person, there's gonna be nobody there. Yeah. So, but
you know what what should happen once a lot of these once this lane starts to blossom here. Yeah, I think one thing that should be scheduled is if like say there's an event space for an artist to come into, it should be scheduled for like tell the artist like, hey, we hopefully free this whole night up because we want you to be here.
Hold on, look. All the shit I'm saying, you can bark on me. Don't be shy on this motherfucking camera, because we get a lot of people that
You know what you say, nigga?
I've been stabbed before, but my thing is because people get cameras on, they want to get PC, but we're trying to help our city. So by you sitting back and I'm not saying you now, but by you sitting back and not being open about shit, it's in a sense closing doors on shit, because you're in a sense gonna have like a PC answer, like, well, I don't want to say this, but we need a good artist to say shit.
Yeah, so like, I mean,
sorry, Will, I didn't cut you.
No, you cool. It's like there's multiple sides to this. Like when people were talking about the pay to play as far as the artists, like artists shouldn't be paying to play, paying to perform. But some artists don't have no fan base, they have no establishment whatsoever. So like, I mean, like, who are you to cover this spot to where I'm already providing the fan? I'm providing your fans at this point. So I can understand that for pay to play. Some artists started getting upset about selling tickets to their shows. But it's like, what? If you and if you can't, everything move 20 tickets, to even cover the pay for play, then you don't have fans, you're not able to get your own traction, and that's just teaching you to fucking talk to people, to promote yourself. At the end of the day. And there was a whole uproar about that. Now I understand when you get to a point to where you don't even have to have a couple views, but if you can bring heads out, then people shouldn't be charging you to perform. That's
I think the building should also be supplying fans also. I think the building should be able to generate the crowd to come in and see them.
It's on the promotion.
You get what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. Like,
it could be a good building, but the name over it.
But I was just saying, like the building asks you and book you, and then tell you, hey, you got to cover your fee. Nigga, you just asked me to be here.
That's another problem too. That's another problem as well. Like the venue space here has been terrible since the Shadowline Club. That was every somebody does that. Somebody, oh my God. Like anybody watching right now is probably like, oh, the Shadowline. Like that was our man. That was our home.
Right there in East Lake.
And yeah, when that went down, like even throwing shows just got weird. Nobody was throwing shows for a minute, and the people started throwing shows, was kind of doing janky type stuff, and it just like really polluted the climate.
It went from about the artist to about the money.
Yeah,
and that's when that's one of the biggest challenges I think Pittsburgh faced though.
But part of it is the venue. Like if you're paying this much to grab the venue, and these people aren't necessarily coming out of pocket to grab the venue, a lot of times like they'll pay some up front, and the venue will say pay the rest afterwards. So you're banking on the door or whatever, and you're banking on the artist.
Nah, keep going.
My bad.
Nah, because I kind of want to get on this venue shit.
No. Well, I'm asking if anybody have any comments, let us know. You know what I'm saying? Anybody got questions, let us know. I apologize. No.
Nah, because we having a nice dialogue, and we actually have somebody speaking up about the shit.
Oh yeah, no. I know that, but I'm asking.
I'm behind the camera now, nigga. You look highly aggressive. You look aggressive, nigga. Aggressive. I even zoomed in on you. He's aggressive.
You call me aggressive because I'm a black man?
You're caramel. You have like a tint to you. The lights is on.
I am brown, sir. I am someone of color.
Right.
My complexion is for y'all connection. We're just letting the fans know. You know what I'm saying? If you got any questions, just send them in. Like send them the fuck.
Nah, I got millions of questions. Hey, I'm a fan tonight, motherfucker. I'm behind the camera. Nah, because I want to be.
Yeah, it says, how come people from Pittsburgh can't represent their city?
Can't represent their
city. What do they mean by that?
A lot of people from Pittsburgh don't represent Pittsburgh a lot. Well, she's asking. I think the reason why she's asking y'all because of the realm y'all in. Like, why do you think other people don't represent Pittsburgh when they come from here?
I don't see that.
Shit, there's a lot of artists that don't be talking about Pittsburgh.
I'll be honest, I'm not too tapped in with too many other artists.
Because artists are full of themselves as well.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a bean.
Oh shit!
But when I approach most of these Pittsburgh artists, and I be at people's in the back, they act like they too good to speak to a nigga. I asked for autographs for the CD that I bought from them, and they act like it's a hassle. Oh, wow. You're not above the fucking law. And then again, you're not fucking famous. I apologize for cursing,
No,
but it pisses me off because I pay my money to get into these venues. Not only do I like try to like engage with y'all, you know, most fans you sit back and go, ha ha, but I engage. So I'm like, yo, I like that song. Can I get your CD? Where can I get you? Motherfuckers don't even know where their music is from. So they act so high class, like I'm entitled, or there's some entitlement for me to talk to you. Huh?
You feel like they don't respect it? Like
they don't respect like a legit fan.
Yeah, like that aspect. They do it selfishly. You feel like they do it selfishly?
We just did the interview with I don't want to bring up another interview, but Sour Life. He said y'all are really. He said y'all are really interviewing us, and every interview we went to, they didn't really know shit. Like so, when we were talking to them, we're talking to them. We're knowing them. You talk to a bunch of Pittsburgh artists, it's like an entitlement. Like, bro, you have to feel good that you're talking to me. But my nigga, I paid $10 to get in here, and we pretty much on the same level. You get what I'm saying? It's not like you're not on a main big ass stage with 60, 70, no disrespect to nobody, 60, 70,000 people, and you getting rushed. Like, I'm here to connect to you.
So we just talking about character at this point. Ooh. But
that's a fact.
But that's why I said
so that's more of an individual.
Yeah.
It's a perfect battleground. Because you never know who you could be trying to talk to you, trying to get you to sign a CD, and you burn that. Yeah. A lot of these artists will do that. That I'm not performing to everybody stand up or stand the fuck up or come to the front.
Yeah.
And try to. Like, I
How you
feel
feel about
that a lot.
How you feel about that?
Or anybody I'm with, like, you might have this side stand up, and there's gonna be a whole.
Who the fuck is you talking to? I'm about to throw this chair. Especially if you know they tell you stand up and you be like, you hear their songs go. Ain't no fucking way you told me to stand up.
Talking about
So let me ask you this. So there's been a video that came out recently, Shamarvathon Jam Session. I don't know if you know Shamar. He has a jam session down at Rock Till Morning. Rock Till Morning. Have y'all tried to like go down and perform that a little bit?
My homie George, Doughboy did a couple times. I haven't been out doing any shows or anything like that recently yet. But I plan to start making some rounds with everything. It's nice around. And not even like performing in the shows. I just want to just check out things out. I know what I can do. My stuff.
Just be a fan for a day.
Yeah, you know what I mean? A little bit. I like that because I pop out for it. You performing now?
He said she feels like it's cliquish.
I kind of, but I think we need more people like you, CP, because you interact with the crowd. There's a lot of motherfuckers that get. I'm sorry, when I get artists in front of me, it's a different me. That's a fact. There's a lot of people that walk on the mic and be like, Pittsburgh, what's up? And they start performing. Like, you interact. Like, even when I was joking about like, you're interacting with people. Like, you even make your rounds after songs.
That's one of the pillars of hip hop is knowledge, right? And I learned that one of the pillars of hip hop is knowledge. And then while learning that, I learned things like call and response or certain things that you do to touch the stage to make it yours. Small things like wearing layers so you can take layers off. Because it's just
creativity.
Yeah, it's just a whole different level.
And I never think about that.
There's a lot of tricks.
Is that why when we go to strip clubs,
possibly might be the same.
She take off the bra, you go, oh,
it's the same sign.
Energy done changed in here.
Are you not
That's that bullshit. They don't clap, they be going, sorry. We know the routine too well.
That's something I studied though. Something I learned from KRS-One is the one who taught me that.
He's trash.
I opened up for him too.
You're crazy.
You said what?
KRS is trash.
You're crazy.
What?
KRS-One is trash. Because you gotta make sure you're talking to that.
Don't be there.
No, all right. KRS, he's not trash. He's not trash.
powerful to unite.
Again, I feel like people are doing it selfishly. They don't have their character and perspective like
Yeah.
Sean does. He goes back to hip hop. You feel me?
Mhm.
And then brings it with the shit that we got going on today.
Well, when you talk about the pillar of knowledge, that's he's most definitely hitting one of the main reasons why hip hop was created.
Facts.
Hip hop was created to educate and also to express poverty and a bunch of other
Facts.
a lot of shit going on in our form of language.
Right.
And so within that, like, there has to be boundaries. You have to protect yourself at all fucking times because you're who you have at the end of the day. Everybody goes through shit, and we know that, but that's one of the reasons why I put this together, because I'm like a borderline psychopath for real. But if I can do the things but my thing is, if I can do the things that I can do, and you speak to me how you speak to me, like that means a lot to me. You know what I mean? I'm just a little kid. I'm just a young man from the north side. You know what I mean? And being able to be where I am now, even it means a lot to me. The fact that there's however many people with eyes on me, like if it's 1 or 3, like that's a lot to me. And so I say all that to say, you gotta protect yourself. You gotta protect your energy, and like you have to be mindful of the people around you. So if they're not adding to your energy, they're taking away from it. You can only put up with that for so long. And maturity is a big thing too. Like in this game, in this industry, in business, you have to be mature. You know, you cannot be childish. You can't just be going.
Well, I think at one point in time in the music industry, at a certain age, you're allowed to be childish.
Yeah,
because
hell yeah.
And the reason why I say that is because when you're childish, you tend to be more free when it comes to your creativity. When you mature, you already got the attention. You already know what lane you're going to go to. So if you're all underground, next you know you do a pop song, people are going like, what the fuck just happened? You know what I mean? But when you a kid, when you childish and you a kid, you can do whatever. But I understand. But I have a major question for you. Yeah. Major. How major is your wife's role when it comes to your
huge? That's my right hand, like
because she represents you heavy.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's heavy. She be sharing these shits out of your music, out of everything. I'd be like, God damn.
Yeah, she's great, and she's like, I manifest her. I'm gonna say that. I 100% manifest her. She's everything I mean a person can want in a woman, and a partner, and a best friend. Like she is that. She's an example for Power Gang of what women could be. You know what I mean? And that's one of the reasons why I feel like she goes so hard, because she's aiming to be an example of you know what I mean, strong black women, which she as y'all see. That's what y'all see.
I'm about to say she's the one that hit us up.
Yeah, so she's playing a role.
Get on the show.
She's playing a role in my man's right now.
That's major, dog. Like that's major because man, yeah. Okay.
Shit, Rod. Your whisk cannot be granted.
Like, cause she everywhere, man, and I think that's dope, dog. Like, it you know, the one thing I see from y'all is genuine love. It ain't y'all ain't for the camera love. Like y'all genuine love. Like y'all actually give a fuck about each other before the crash. You know what I'm saying?
She pushes me and keeps me in this.
What they supposed to?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Woman supposed to push you to that edge. You like, man, I ain't no killer, but you're pushing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Now go make dinner, bitch.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, she definitely
My bad.
Crazy. Models, dances too.
Okay.
Full time mom.
That's what's up.
Everywhere.
That's what's up. That's what's up. You probably just made her cry at house, Shaq.
Hold on. I'm gonna put the camera on it. Hold on. Go ahead, blow her some kisses. The camera's on. Blow her some kisses.
No, that's what's up. That's what's up. So when it comes to your art, right? I start thinking about the art shit.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite artist? No. I ain't talking about music.
We talk about crack.
I'm talking about your lane of art.
Aaron Draplin.
Who?
Aaron Draplin.
I know.
Okay.
Just cause my brother, yes.
Yeah. He's an artist based out of Oregon. He basically does like logo design. That's his number one thing.
Okay.
And he basically teaches you like how to make a logo when you look at it, it feels good. We don't know what feels good to us without us breaking it down and taking the time to look at it. But we gotta deliver that as artists without y'all even knowing that shit.
Yeah.
Facts, you know what I'm saying? So Aaron Draplin is my favorite artist, and he taught me a lot. Even with my VirgBoogie design shirts that I sell, I learned that style from him. And when you said, I'll show y'all in a little bit.
Yeah.
But when you said it just feels good. It makes sense.
So is that
like this? That makes sense. That feels good when you look at it. It's all together.
So is that kind of why anime character, like not being goofy, and most anime characters look the same? Because it's like not just a sense of familiar, but it's a sense of this is in a sense what people want to see.
Yeah, that's what they're used to.
Man.
It's hard to start to show somebody something different. Like when they change up a famous brand, like if Nike came out with a new logo, they fuck the game up.
Yeah.
The 2 Nike checks.
Right. Yeah, I got them on my shoe.
Most people looked at that and I went, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
I thought it was fake. Yeah.
That's important. So you gotta be.
I think when anime, it's more of it's up to their representation of what they want to show. You know what I mean? Compared to it being a brand thing.
That's whole culture.
Yeah, like we talking about, because you gotta think, Japanese anime just got away from us having big ass lips and like certain faces and shit. They just got away from that, and then it's probably because the market is completely different because of the black people expressing that we watch anime now compared to back then. You know what I mean? Hell yeah! Could punch you in your fucking mouth now, like you fucked up. Man, you can just imagine back in the day, you see somebody of a different culture and call you Mr. Popo. You be like, what the fuck?
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? It's little shit like that. Yeah, it's little shit like that. That's why Pepe Le Pew getting canceled now because they was wrong back then. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of that shit was wrong.
Oh yeah. Acme
was it wrong? Or was it right?
Was it wrong?
But there's that thin line, bro.
What?
Wow, thin line because that's the thing. Because
I'm
we get taught what's wrong and what's right. What's really what's wrong?
Represent me as a jungle monkey's wrong.
I'm not talking about that.
You ain't no thin line with that. You went, hey, here's the gun line. I'm gonna jump over that motherfucker. I think
Pepe Le Pew should have not been canceled.
The only reason why I say he shouldn't have is because of how old it was. Nobody's watching. When last time you really?
When I say a fine line, I mean like what they put out. I'm not talking about representation.
Yeah,
that's different. You disrespect somebody, that's one thing I don't fuck with. So.
I understand.
Yeah, fuck that.
Did we all see the end of Pepe Le Pew's like shit where he get fucked up at the end?
No.
Like he eventually gets fucked up. And even in the and even in the new Space Jam, they was gonna correct that nigga being touched.
Oh yeah, man, Acme is the definition of racism. Bugs Bunny's a white man, okay? He get everything he wants. Doesn't have to work for it. I'm sorry, I don't mean to talk about it. They like, damn, y'all feel like that for real? It do. But that's how that was represented. That's how it was. It was wrong.
And Daffy the black duck got shot in the face.
Yeah, he got killed all the time.
Daffy was a fucking asshole.
All the time.
He was an asshole.
So was Bugs.
No, Daffy was one of them. Oh, you see me on my job? Fuck you, nigga. Am I lying?
So when we talk about the music, right? Do you feel like the music hasn't really shown any growth lately? How the transition has been like style wise?
Like the industry?
Yeah.
It definitely has. It changes every couple of
Do you think
years.
I'm talking about you still think we're stuck on the sound right now?
Currently, yeah, I call it Roddy Ricch shit.
Roddy Ricch, what's that? That's pain music, right? Or some shit like that.
Box. The dude did box.
Yeah.
Roddy Ricch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I hear. That's the way. Like that was the last like hit song that hit me. And that's like every time I hear some newer stuff, it sounds like either that,
Raw Wave.
Baby B. I mean, a lot of people say it is slow now.
Yeah.
That Moray dude, we're gonna start hearing everybody do that. Everybody's gonna start.
They said the baby rap like somebody stomped the feet.
Shit. The Roaches in My House by Susie Lee. I never. Let me stop.
Johnny Bravo was a sexual harasser. He most definitely was. But we ain't gonna go back to that. Oh yeah, he was aggressive.
And what color was he? Do the monkey with it. That means a whole new meaning. But no.
Man, we about to go back on days. So we about to
no, but musically, when it comes to so much style being bought, like or being bitten, what the fuck is the Pittsburgh sound? Now, the only reason why I'm asking because I know what you're about to say, and I'm going to, and it'll make it work. What's the Pittsburgh sound?
I feel like it's a melting pot because you could find a copy of, something in the industry here. You could find it, but somebody that does it well, like very fucking well. Like almost anybody in the industry, you could find somebody here who can do that.
Okay.
So,
okay.
True.
I knew you was about to say that.
I mean, I've seen it. There's no.
I think Pittsburgh needs to create things kind of how there's certain people starting to now do the Detroit flow. Why can't people do something like an example like a Pittsburgh flow?
Shamar said we don't have one. That's a problem.
And that's exactly why I'm bringing it up. It seems like our city will always be behind because we're always following somebody.
Yeah.
Now, when I say I sit back and I listen to everybody, you're a little different. The only reason why I say a little different because I can hear certain rhyme patterns. Right. I was at a showcase and I literally heard everybody say something about a blicky, but they switched the lingo on blicky. And the reason why I'm saying that is you're using out of town language in your town.
Okay, yeah.
So, like, even that was it Miss Fairfit? I can't remember the Pittsburgh chick's name. When she had the song on the I or on the Nets.
Oh, Miss Money?
Yeah, I apologize. Miss Money. I got it. There was a Fairfit chick. Apologize. But even with that, that's a Pittsburgh sound because we know what on Ike or on the Nets is. I can't remember the song. Why do we not have more artists?
I get what you're saying.
Why do we not have more people catering to us? Because I hate to see our artists go to Atlanta or have to go to Atlanta, have to go to New York, have to go to Cali, have to go to Miami to blow.
Do you feel like we're not embracing our city?
You're not embracing yourself.
Because he wants to use our slang. You know what I'm saying? Use our language. That's what he's saying. So they're saying TikTok music is hot right now.
That's a fact.
Detroit and Atlanta has their own sound. Damn, I didn't know that. They said this city is known as the copycat city.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
I've
never heard that.
I agree. I agree. I mean, it just takes somebody that
I never heard that.
And be original. Like for me, example, like I was more so raised on the boom bap style. When I got into it, and that's just what hits me. You know what I mean? And I could find a boom bap beat and do a whole bunch of different styles, but like there's always a bass style. I mean, there's somewhere where you start, and then it's more so once I get into it, like that's where I start. You know what I mean? Tai Chi and morph it into whatever. How I would rhyme a word with another word or something like that.
You put the swag, because I listen to you put swag, like a certain swagger to it. Like when you I was about to sing the whole sober song, but I don't know the lyrics off the top of my head, but like the way like your cadence to it, like and like you start like amping up, it's different. It's our sound if you listen to it, but you're not. You're not. I'd rather with the semi gong sit up on your block. It's the same cadence with niggas. It's the same, but like you're putting your personality into a song, so you're swashbuckling. There you go. like you're doing your own little. You get what I'm saying? Like you're doing your own wave and vibe, so nobody can bite you in a sense.
I would say the last person to really do something like that was Tef. I mean, I don't think that was necessarily his flow, but the way he did it.
Yeah.
Like, the asshole 4 was like, it's still phenomenal. That's a 5-star, like flawless record for real. You run that, people will go crazy anytime. But once they did that flow, it was like almost everybody was on that.
Yeah,
Who's gonna grab that torch next?
Portia said, "Yins downtime." Jesus Christ! If people embrace the city's language and adapted it, would sound more like PGH. And she said, "Griselda."
That's a drug war.
I'm gonna say, isn't that?
That's the queen pen.
Yeah. And Lando said, "Real creativity isn't cherished here as much as people claim."
I agree with that too.
I think so.
Because it's more so like the copycat stuff that gets more love and stuff that look like the industry.
Yeah.
The closer you look like the industry or sound like the industry, the more I think people put up on that. Versus like the underground, like the odd future type. That's I feel like there's a huge scene for that here. Like that scene, that's the underground. Like that scene is crazy and they're dope. But then it's still the artist's responsibility to get the music out there too.
They put on that shit. Yeah.
And I mean, I'm still guilty of it myself. My job is I'm gonna put the music out there and then make sure I get it to them. But yeah, I got a process that I'm working on for that. The song "Simple" I've been spinning for a minute, and I've just been letting that do what it does. Get outside the country a little bit, and I mean just testing the waters and see how it's going. And then while I'm working in the studio recording other stuff, I'm just gonna start flooding. And then putting different promotion in different places and
that's why I put the wave out there.
Oh yeah, okay.
I think that we always circulate through the game on network. So
that's how it's supposed
that's
to
how
be. That's how it's supposed to be.
Your
Your media should get everything you do first.
Your
media.
It's like Ryu and Ken. I mean, he keeps me so balanced as far as my work, as far as being an artist, like, I mean,
that's how it's supposed to be. You supposed to have someone on your team that look at you and go like, now hold on. Before I start saying this, have you ever told him his shit was weak?
He hasn't delivered anything.
I'm just saying, have you ever heard something that he done and go, nah, bro, I ain't lying.
If anything, if there was like a beat that I didn't fuck with, I'll tell him that. But other than that,
I'm only asking because you got people that will, you have somebody like the motherfucker ain't even rapping on the song. They be like, bro, that was hard. He's never said 2 words on the motherfucker. What you talking about?
Like, he's one of the few artists that respects hip hop.
Okay.
And that really fuck with real hip hop.
Yeah.
And I hate when niggas do it for other reasons besides for what it is. And he's not in that lane. So if there's something that I don't like, then it's that's just me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's not him as an artist. He's good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He respects it. And that's how I feel about what I do too as well.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
If it's black, I'm like, bro, don't.
Don't get on that.
Yeah.
Get on this one.
So I'm gonna switch it up real quick. I want this off the top of your head. I ain't even you don't even think about it. Just let me know what it is. Your top 5 artists.
Top 5 artists, musicians, artists, and
musicians.
Bob Marley, Tupac, Eminem. Kendrick. I mean, is that
4? JD. Oh, I didn't say JD. I'm like Jermaine. I was like JD. The motherfucker that was dancing in the free. Top 5 artists.
Top 5 artists.
Music. Yeah. Matter of fact, no. Top 5 artists.
No, I don't have a top 5 artist list. I couldn't give it to you.
Because
my inspiration doesn't come from
Michelangelo's, no.
My inspiration for graphic design comes from being able to express yourself.
Okay. Top 5 music then.
No order: Kendrick, Wiz, J. Cole. It's hard, man. Whenever I get in there, Bob Marley for sure. Bob Marley for sure all day. It's hard.
You got one more.
I know.
Andre 3000. What?
I'll do Pop. We'll go.
Papoose.
I'm doing Nas.
Pop's trash.
Nas.
I don't know about y'all list.
You know what I'm saying?
Nas is on my list.
Nas is definitely up there.
Especially after his new album.
Okay, what's your list?
Dylon, and Dylon. We got Daylight. Andre 3K. We're gonna have to go with Nas, especially after his new album. I'm on 3.
I want to throw my son on this.
Mm.
This is hard. Did you hear Extinction Level?
Yeah, that was a rap. Oh shit. Russ. Russ. Yeah, he's here.
He's white.
Yeah, I don't, he's Jewish.
White.
Rush.
I
He's
thought it was mixed.
And Big Boy.
He's white.
So it's just outdoors.
Outcast, yeah.
But we got separate.
Well, you know one thing that I do hate is that people be like, Andre 3000, bro. Hey, have any of y'all? I be like, have y'all listened to Big Boy?
Big Boy's better than
Big
Nas.
Boy be spitting like a motherfucker on that shit. There wouldn't be an Andre without Big Boy. That it's hard. It's hard to understand. There would not be an Andre without a Big Boy.
That's what the team does.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
So, what's your top 5, Doug?
Not in any order.
No order.
Nas, Rakim, Schoolboy Q,
That's what
Kendrick, and J. Cole.
I forgot Absol. Fuck.
So I love that.
Who?
Absol.
Absol.
Oh, I'm a lyricist, just so y'all know.
He's trash.
Absol.
He thinks he's a rapper.
I thought you were talking about.
No. He thinks he's a rapper.
I thought you were talking about Anderson.
Triple entendres, double entendres. I'm sorry.
Sorry. I ain't not saying motherfucker ain't trash.
Juju Kaiser, nigga. What happened?
I ain't motherfucking trash. I'll be the first one.
All right, Willius. It's your turn.
I'm gonna go with Luda.
Yeah, I can.
Andre. I'm gonna definitely go to Biggie, Snoop.
Ooh.
And right now, honestly, I ain't gonna hold you, man. Motherfucking, I'm sorry to say this, Drake, man. This motherfucker. No, and the only reason why, even it's the entertainer side for me with him, man. Like his delivery's crazy on these songs. I be like, oh, who the fuck is he in the studio with?
Yeah,
Like,
that's good. That's good.
Yeah, like who the fuck is he in the studio with? He just be talking. Sometimes he be like, damn, is he just talking on the phone or is he rapping?
We gonna cut his mic off. Nah, the mics ain't even on.
But yeah, Luda my favorite one.
Facts.
I would knock that Drake though. Like in his live shows, he's somebody I learned from
Yeah.
live shows from, like how he puts his music together. Like you can tell he thinks about his live shows when he's putting his music together. Like,
Overall,
So I'm gonna ask y'all, hold on, one more thing about music. One more thing. Who, if you could go see anybody right now live, who would it be?
Dead or alive.
Dead or alive?
Dead or
George
alive.
Clinton.
Ooh.
I want to get
That's my nigga. Hey, that's
Hey, yes.
Stage AE.
Okay.
I don't get along with mom too much, but that was one of the things why we did it up really dope. And
You just gonna slide that? Okay.
I'm saying it was dope. They did this song called Maggot Brain, which is like a 10-minute guitar riff.
Yeah.
It's just insane.
George Clinton and the Funkadelic, that's my shit. Every time when the bar we used to go to, they knew who we was. Because I'll play that shit on the fucking
Walk up the step.
Eat deep, baby. That's my shit. Sorry, y'all give me flashbacks. Yeah, I fuck with that. So how about you?
I'm sitting here thinking in my head because like I saw KRS One live, and the energy from MC like that's crazy.
Does he freestyle a lot like at his shows?
Yeah,
He's pretty trash.
Okay. Oh shit.
Now.
What? Hey, y'all better jump him like y'all thought y'all was gonna jump me.
He's like playing with words and shit.
No. He's pretty trash.
There's no way.
Yes, he's trash.
What's up, man? Portia. Portia said Big Boy's delivery is fucking amazing.
Facts.
What you said? You said who?
Nas.
Nas?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
You might be able to catch that though.
He's pretty
Shit, you might be able to catch that. Like, take a ride in New York. I'm pretty sure he performed because he just dropped the album. So he got to be on something.
Facts.
You know what I
The
mean?
Millennium Tours. 2021.
Is he part of the Millennium Tour?
No, but I think I'm a go.
I thought the millennial tour was. Yeah, right. What you think you were talking about? Ricky? He walked out talking, why the fuck is a baby?
I was about to say, you know, Shanti's gonna be there. Yeah.
At the millennium
So
tour?
if you could see anybody live right now, they're live, who would it be?
I don't know. That's tough for me because I haven't been to a concert yet. At all.
I haven't either though. I've never been to a concert. I don't like people that much. I'm good. I get it, but I'm good. I ain't used to people bumping into me, stepping on me and shit.
I think I would like to go see Tupac. Because I think it'll be
We can go to his gravestone.
We ain't doing this with you. So who would you like to go see?
Tupac at his gravestone.
No.
Another round. Damn, that's a hard one.
Another round.
That's a hard one. Shit.
definitely. I can't wait for
Shit, that's a hard one.
Oh my god!
Like, are we talking about entertainment wise?
Just talking to him, I'm so much to get another round.
Get over here. So what? Are we talking entertainment wise, or we just talking about
who do you want to see?
Entertainment wise.
What do you mean entertainment
That's hard.
wise? Well, he gonna go see some Chippendales. That's what the fuck he is.
No, because entertainment wise, you know, I like listening to bars and lyrics and shit. But like entertainment wise, that's hard. I gotta go with Nas.
Nas?
I gotta go with that. Yeah, I gotta go with Nas. Cause he can keep a crowd rocking and I can still get some lyric and bars out of him. Now, Tupac, yeah.
Stop it.
I'll make sure I take some flowers.
Anyway,
You know what I mean? You gotta be pretty at the casket.
I would say, for me, I would say the original Earth, Wind and Fire.
You want to take it there, 80s, 70s or
the original Earth, Wind and Fire, man. 80. That's my shit.
You gonna transcend?
That's my shit. Yeah, I'm up.
You on camera?
That's gonna be a gift later. Already know.
That would definitely be.
Yeah, I think that'll be dope. You know what I'm saying? I like how diverse y'all are with y'all catalog, man. Like y'all, you know, you don't hear a lot of people our age listen to funk. If they did, it's only because of it was in movies or it was just the mainstream funk shit. You know what I'm saying? I like that shit though because that most definitely. I think as an artist, I think it is a must. It is a need to be cultured within the music. And I'm talking about anything. You know what I'm saying? You should be. I'm not saying that you can have a preference. Yeah, I ain't saying you can have a preference, but there's no reason why you didn't do your research. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason why you didn't look into this different style of music and different. You know what I mean? Because that's what the greatest artists do. That's what they do. It's like
whenever I was calling that little Nas song, a country song, it was a hip hop at 808s. It's hip hop. Like it's a country theme song. It's a sample. It's not even a sample. It's original.
No, it was sample. He got sued for a sample.
Yeah, even worse than it.
Yeah.
It's hip hop.
Yeah, it was fucked up. It's fucked. I think the only reason why he even got sued is because of how big he got.
For sure. I believe it was one of the country charts.
Yeah, it was. It was.
That's crazy. Like
that's. They said a few things about him being on the countryside. America's
greatest. He finessed the system something serious.
Yeah. But I think that's him being an artist. He ain't putting himself in that box of being like, I'm just a rapper. You're being an artist. And when you can go on multiple charts, that means you're doing that's what you're supposed to do as a creator. That's what you're supposed to do.
Breaking boundaries.
Hell yeah. That's why I like the Outkast. That's why I like the Drake. Drake, dog, the motherfucker can't miss. I don't know what it is. He can't fucking miss.
Every time I'm like, God
Damn. Like God, especially with him and Ricky, dog. Him and Rick Ross, they didn't just drop out.
Man, Rick Ross.
Well, him and Future.
Oh, let me fucking say, hey, Drake and Ricky. Wrong camera. Hey, Drake and Ricky.
Hold on, look, that one's closer, so go on out.
Drake and Ricky. Rick Ross. Drop out. Y'all bullshit.
They both fucking suck.
Or a mixtape. Don't mind the bitch in the back. Featuring CP3. CPX3.
Maybach music.
Master P. That's what you
You know what I'm saying? That's my plug of the day. We had one for Grubhub the other night.
They're both trash.
TikTok ain't like that too much.
I think they
TikTok
both
took us that far.
both their music catalog play off popularity. They're both generically garbage.
Shut up. No one asked you.
He's under the Eminem category.
No one asked you. Dude, no one asked you.
Rick Ross, Drake,
Why are you asking him? No one
Eminem,
asked him. You know why he ain't on camera today?
fucking
Because we ain't asked him.
Summer Walker's garbage.
Oh my God.
Who else?
Unpopular opinion.
Nah, it's a very popular opinion. People just don't want to speak up. This is a popular opinion. People just don't want to speak
Just
up.
because you say it don't make it popular. Or
I'm telling you what people were scared to say.
that makes no sense.
They're hoes. They're garbage.
Who's
Summer Walker is not good. Eminem is average. Fucking who else did I name? Fucking Tupac's dead.
If Nas says Eminem is good, is Eminem good?
No, he's not. Because he's what? You want me to go there? Because he's so scared of the media that's gonna happen behind him.
Cut it
But when ask somebody behind the scene, and there's a couple artists that got caught saying he's an average rapper.
Ooh.
Damn, I can't remember the artist's name, and I'll post it on the page. No.
I
know
know exactly what you're talking about. They say the reason why they're saying he's an average rapper is because there's black rappers that's just like him. But the reason why he gets blown up is because he's white.
Royce.
Yeah.
Royce is better than that nigga.
Okay.
The triple entendres, the double entendres, the quad the fucking schemes that man raps.
Hey, Royce, come get your nuts.
No, I'll be swinging for that. His last album was more impactful for anything that Eminem ever put out.
I get what you're saying, but
what do you
mean Eminem is weak?
I said it was average.
I understand why you're upset.
I'm not upset.
You are.
Nah. I know I'm not upset, but my thing is he gets way more credit than when he should be getting.
Demetrius said lies. Why would you say that most artists know better?
Who?
Eminem.
Because or somebody already put it out there. You know, battling a white rapper. It's just going to end dead.
White rappers, Eminem though.
Okay, when the two white rappers went against each other, MGK clearly beat that nigga. What did everybody say? No, it's not arguable. He clearly beat him, and everybody said, "Oh, Eminem had this bar." MGK bored his fucking head off. But did you hear what you just said? Did you hear what you said? You said, "But." You didn't just say Rap Devil beat him. You said, "But."
I don't think it did.
It definitely beat.
He respond after kill shot. He's done.
My nigga. All right. Another example. Even when Joe Budden went at Drake. Joe Budden barred his. Nobody said nothing when Common went after him. It's a popularity game. When Common barred Drake's head off, nobody said nothing. When Luda went after Drake, nobody said nothing. Because nobody. But there's a reason. Did you
get no response.
Exactly. Because it's a popularity game.
When you step on the ant, do you care?
I do. Every ant lives matter, nigga.
He's an asshole.
Ant lives matter, cuz.
When you step on the ant, do you care?
I do.
No, no, you don't.
Dead ass. I don't like it.
Right. You don't step on it and go, oh my god.
I mean, you're in my way, nigga, but
you know why I feel as if Drake does not respond to a lot of artists, and I mean this, and I mean this. Because if Drake responds, he's putting money in their pocket. I'm being honest. Yeah, it's just like Mayweather. Yes, I swear to God. But you got to think. You got to think about this. You got to think about this. If two artists are going back and forth musically, that's supposed to be just to prove something, not gain money or fame from it. When two artists are battling, you're supposed to be just like, all right, I'm going at you. This is what we doing. All right. But what it is when people when a lot of people sending shots at Drake, they didn't send it at Drake first. They sent it to the radio. Did they not?
Are we gonna lie about this bullshit that Drake put so many subliminals about other motherfuckers?
You know why it's so different? Because when even when Tupac was beefing with Biggie, or when who else was beefing behind the scenes? Nas and Jay-Z, dog. None of that shit was going to the radio. They sent that shit to these niggas.
That is a lie.
What do you mean?
That's a lie.
What's a lie?
That Nas shit went live,
no, it didn't. It went straight to Jay.
That's a lie. Oh, I thought that was me. The bitch that that's a lie.
You stuttering like a damn
There was a There was the girl that was in between. She said the reason why Nas and Blah blah, Nas and the beef between Nas and Jay-Z happened. She said it went to the radio first and it became more than what it was.
Stop.
That's a fact.
Stop. What lady? Stop.
I can't remember.
You know why you knew why the radio wasn't gonna play that shit first? Because it said fuck Jay-Z. That's a fact. Fuck Jay-Z.
Are we gonna lie?
Why we did?
They edited it out. It literally came on with the editing.
You know they had to hear the real version before they edited it out, right?
Okay, and then it came onto the radio.
Nah, fam. Back to you, see.
Nah, man, fuck that. We ain't getting off this beat shit, dog. This
back to you. You see me talking about this hip hop shit, right? Do you like when you see people's energy like this when it comes to hip hop?
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Okay.
Yeah. Hip hop is meant to bring this out of you, bring life and energy out of you.
But you gotta remember, Eminem's a guest.
He's a what?
He's a guest.
Yeah, I'll take that. He is. But he knows
Thank you.
He's a guest. He knows it.
Most Eminem fans won't say that shit. But most people won't say that.
He's definitely 100% a guest. Yeah. White people in hip hop are guests. White people in hip hop are guests.
It's time to get him the fuck out of here.
Oh, they say MGK made better rock artists. Oh wait, damn, people was talking.
Definitely a better rock artist.
MGK makes good music.
He's definitely a rock artist now.
MGK's live shows are hard.
Pusha T killed Drake.
He bought.
They said, they said Drake wasn't allowed to respond.
Dang, that's what?
Oh no, what's his name? Prince, Jay Prince got involved with that shit.
Yeah, I heard some of that background.
Yeah, you don't really. Usually when Jay Prince say something,
he did out his son like that's some that's some that's a hip hop one.
But see, when you go and listen to what Drake was sending the subliminals about. See, this is my thing.
No, he was doing that. I'm not saying that. We're not saying. You know the only way to understand that he was saying subliminal if he was a real hip hop fan
and you knew exactly who he was
talking about. Yeah, that's a part of the game even more so now because you want to give them shit to talk about. You want fucking a news article to take this like, oh Drake this and Pusha T, even if it's subliminal or not, they're gonna take it and run with it, and that's why they put this shit together just so you. I mean, just people try to plug shit.
So CPX3 going diss somebody in Pittsburgh. Please do a subliminal. I got a couple bars for you. Better yet, I got a couple shots for Henny.
Did you ever do a battle?
I used to battle.
Oh yeah?
That's kind of.
Oh.
Cue music.
That's why I love this culture so much. Like, we was coming up with a lot of cats, and we get out of high school. And
freestyle was a major thing.
Go downtown. Battling in the alleyways, under the bridges, right on the corner of the T station, in high school, in the hallways, out front. Like, yeah, it used to be.
Was you one of the people that was rapping out loud, walking down the hallway?
No, I was quiet as hell in school. I believe.
Yeah, they said them motherfuckers was crazy.
I was super lame in high school.
You said you was what?
I was lame.
You sure you was lame?
Yeah.
I thought you was lame.
I wasn't even there. I had to. Like,
I learned why people were popular now. Now that we're older,
They had the right clothes.
No. All 63, they fucking cousins went to the same school.
Yeah.
No man, no wonder you. Yeah. No wonder they was popular. No wonder you see them in family photos. Oh, bitch. No wonder you was popular. All your cousins went to the same school. Well, now that we older, I understand what Section 8 really is. So.
Right. Older than I wasn't in high school that much. So like I tore my ACL 9th grade year, and I missed the whole second half of high school.
You play sports?
No, I wanted to. That was the fucked up part about it. It wasn't meant for me, obviously.
That shit you make this stop.
I did play basketball too, so I was like, yup, this ain't for me. Happened again the following year. Tore my ACL again. And yeah, again, shit's not for me. So I missed a whole another half of my school year. Then 11th and 12th grade, I got half days going to CCAC. So y'all was never really in there. I was gallivanting, to say that. I was fucking around a lot of stuff.
Was swashbuckling with the hoes. Getting the booty.
We had somebody ask a question. They said, but what are your views on the aspect of the woman in the industry and some of the difficulties it faces?
That's a good one. I don't feel like women get the same type of love for the same style of craft that men do. Like as far as spinning and bars, if they did get more of that love, there would be more of them doing that. Now they are out. The Kiki Lyrics, I don't know if y'all know her. She's not my little sister. She is bar for bar one of the best artists in the city.
Okay.
Straight up, she's hard.
Okay.
Check her out. She's hard. Every song, she really cares about it, and I've watched her since her first show. We actually do the show that she performed at for her first time. So I watched her grow, and bar for bar, she's hard. She's one of the people that inspire me to build this platform so I can push her up, because she's a prime example. Like, she's hard, but people do not show her love in the city, like, especially as much as
do you feel like women hold back other women? And the only reason why I'm saying that in the industry, the only reason why I'm saying that, and I'm gonna use the WNBA for that. If women watch the WNBA as much as they watch the NBA, the WNBA will be bigger than the NBA. If women view the WNBA as much as they watch the NBA, the WNBA players will make 10 times more than NBA players. And that's only because our world is filled with way more women than men. So if they apply, and I'm not taking away with the culture of men don't show respect, because there is a culture of men that won't listen to female artists. We just got dickheads like that. You know what I mean? They be like, if she ain't showing pussy, it ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? They rather see. So that's how a lot of men feel like.
The majority of the people that I roll with don't really feel like that. They call it hoe rap. Not a majority of them, but a lot of them call it hoe rap.
Facts.
What the hell is hoe rap?
It's a fact. It's hoe rap.
Oh, let me ask you this. Now that I think about it, if WAP didn't have a video, would it have been that big?
No.
Not as big, I don't think.
And the only reason why I'm asking that is because is it a lyrical song? Would you consider it a lyrical song, or is it more? Or was the video so? Was I about to say compared to?
The video definitely like the Anaconda. I hated that Anaconda song. That's the Nicki.
Yeah.
That's when I started writing her off, because the lyrics in that were just
facts.
Like she said some shit about she let a dude hit because he served cocaine or some shit like that. And I was like,
facts.
I was like, whoa! Like there's no way, shape, or form I can condone that. Like that's wow.
He said Rhapsody. Yeah.
This motherfucker's like Rhapsody, Chica, or is it Chica? Tierra Whack. They're out there. It's just women don't push them up there. They want to hear bitches' pussies being popped. They want to hear scamming niggas.
And you know what? And the only reason why, and I'm not taking, like I said, I'm not taking away the man aspect, because men, there are certain things. If you're a man of lyrics and you like lyrics, you shouldn't be catering to a sex. You should like anybody that's lyric. You know what I'm saying? But I feel as if women put themselves in these boxes at times because they don't support women. If they support it, I'm telling you, if women support it,
how it was made and everybody.
But I wouldn't even say that though. I think, but we talking about a different era, hip hop.
I understand, but as far as the aspect of working together.
Oh yeah.
Together, like that's.
I A prime example of a local artist, Special K, Energy Lane. I went to one of her showcases and the niggas turned their backs and the females just sitting there like, get this bitch off the stage, respectfully. But when she's rapping, it's like
she's born.
It's like bars, but empowerment of women. They don't want to hear that shit. They want to hear her getting trains ran on around the corner and being single baby moms. But like he's saying, if women was to put that more on a pedestal, like, yo, we're not listening to this shit right now. We're listening to this.
That they're literally. Jamisha said, "No, some of us don't want to hear that." And your wife said, "She said, all my life there's a time and a place, and every day ain't it."
It's a fact. And but no, hold on, because we gonna have to get off the fucking women and get on the men about their cornball ass bang bang shoot 'em up bullshit music that's currently out. No disrespect to you, Reese Young, and all the shit that he got going on, Heeny Heems and Ascos, and that shit is getting old, dog.
That's why I stay in my lane. That's why I stay in my lane. Like, so my first project, Genesis, JGR, he's Loud Pack producer, one of Loud Pack producers. You know what I mean? So I'm in the same realms. You know what I mean? But that's not me.
Yeah.
Like it's just not me. Like they're cool dudes. You know what I mean? I be seeing them around and shit. Like they're cool dudes. But that's not my lane. Not necessarily my cup of tea in that style. But it is still somewhat hypocritical. You know what I mean? I'll go listen to some 50 Cent. Know what I mean, and blast that off. Like, so I know those things myself, but at the same time,
I think it's dangerous for the fact that we're in the top 10 or top 15 of the most livable cities, and you talking about shooting it up. You're talking about Pennsylvania, my nigga. Take that shit somewhere else. How are you in the top 15 most livable cities? You talking about shooting shit up?
The livable side.
No. Because no. I mean, we can go into the bullshit about all that. That's bullshit.
Is it?
These niggas they're starting that shit.
Livable does not have nothing to do with music.
My nigga, if you're in the top 15 most livable cities, that means you're conducting the bullshit.
There's 14 more.
When they're talking about when they're talking about livable, they're talking about economic wise. They're not talking about
exactly, nigga. So which means you're losing yourself on opportunities because you choose.
A lot of the economic side is not us.
That's a lie.
That's
a cold fucking lie.
What do you mean?
My nigga,
there's not even enough black people in Pittsburgh to talk about its economics.
But there's enough people for us to spend with our own self, right?
Community in Pittsburgh.
Wait, there's enough for us to spend with ourselves, right?
What do you mean? We got a black grocery store? No.
But whose fault is that?
What do you mean? We can't get no produce.
Oh, my nigga. Wait, the stimmies is out, right? The stimmies is out, right? But we're not allowed to
go crab in the sea.
Hold up.
But you know where the crabs is at? Right in that sea. Put him in a pot. Now turn on the heat. John Cena, you can't see me.
Fuck, I had a camera on. But it burns me up because we are our city in a sense. Why the fuck?
So yeah, that whole conversation sort of double-edged sword as far as like hip hop, the music, be responsible for what's happening when people say that shit should start in the household, but 100% the music definitely plays a big part in it. It 100% does. Like,
music is a spiritual thing. It gives motherfuckers a spirit to believe they can go outside and do this dumb shit.
But at the same time, there was a lot of people and children that the streets basically raised like music, hip hop, TV, entertainment. It raises people, and a lot of people they have that I don't give a fuck type motive to it. When you're doing the videos with the guns and the drinking and all of that shit, like you don't really care who's looking at your shit or who's saying anything about it. And yeah, so younger kids getting into that and watching that who don't have anybody to tell them like these things are going for entertainment or this is real. Or even if
I think all kids should get off social media. Every single child should not be on social media. Until you're in high school, you do not need to be on social media.
Until you pay bills yourself.
I wouldn't even say that. Well, I'll go that far, but you know.
And camera on you. They got you on
But I think every kid, no kid should be able to be on nothing. They should not be connected to anything but this earth.
What age?
Until high school. Until high school, and the only reason why I say high school is because high school you tend to already found the crowd that you want to be. You already been running around with your friends. You know what I mean? With this social media shit, they don't understand the concept of somebody's not your friend. There's no concept of this shit. So when they see somebody liking their shit, following them, they like, oh yeah, I like them. One of my followers, they ride or die. Your follower will fuck around and rob you. Fuck is you talking about?
Because I actually call you.
We ain't gonna do it.
Wait, didn't Jordan Lucas do a song about that?
Yes.
Jordan's hard. Ain't nobody saying his name. So why anybody feel like he gets swept under the rug?
Yes,
he gets swept.
Why?
For a reason.
I'm guilty of it too. I know he's hard. I know he's dope, but he's not somebody who's in heavy rotation.
He's a fake emotional rapper. When he raps about certain emotions, and it's like fake shit. Like for example, how he came out with the ADHD album, and it's like one of them. You only came out with it and named the ADHD for the fact that everybody was on the wave of like mental illness and shit.
So he's like a Black Logic.
Oh, sorry. Do you think he might have made the? Do you think he might have made the song for? Do you think he might have made the song for people that are ADHD, not for him?
No, I'm talking about how he pushes it under that moniker.
What? He made the song for people that are ADHD. That's why the whole video was a visual aspects of only people that were ADHD will understand.
That's some bullshit.
What in the hell?
I have ADHD.
No, you don't.
I might.
You know why I know you don't? Because your mom gave you red Kool-Aid growing up.
Nah, it was all blue right here. Big C's baby. He's an emotional rapper, and he tends to play. There's a lot of rappers who play on the sympathy of what's going on trending. So if they're talking about depression, they start rapping, and
that's kind of their job, though.
Kind of how Meg Thee Stallion said protect black women after she got shot, but meanwhile
everything else is I understand.
It's not even true.
You're not dedicated, like actually.
Actions and music is two different things.
But if
what she did in her real life isn't music.
But
music is supposed to represent.
Do you think Jordan Lucas don't have ADHD though?
What makes you think he does?
He said he didn't.
Did he say that?
Yeah.
You sure he said that?
Yeah, I'm pretty
I don't know,
sure.
man.
You sure he said that?
I'm pretty sure.
Because
he's pretty sure.
His style of rap sounds like somebody that has ADHD.
It sounds like a medium speed twister.
He is a fucking hater. Okay, he is like the definition of twister. Don't nobody want
him. Like, that's not totally off.
I'm not calling him trash. You know what I'm saying? But
great art.
Well, he said, "Whose man's is this? Whose man's is this?" But yeah, they said I agree with children need to be children. She said if you can't monitor it, they don't need it.
So okay, so how about you feel because you're a new dad?
Yes, sir.
Congrats.
My son Cam Bang, about to be 2 in May.
Oh, to redo that because it's one.
You say a new dad like this child was just.
Shout out my little man's Ken Ali Pryor, about to be 2 in May.
Man, this kid old enough to be fucking the house up. That ain't a new dad. Terrible too. Ain't no terrible twos. We don't call it that here.
He started that.
He's just a child.
Yeah, all right.
We ain't giving that energy.
Yeah, no.
So
me too.
How would you feel about? I'm trying to think of somebody who's like Gucci Man playing, and you're seeing the influence being played.
You said I'm seeing
like you seeing like the influence of like the music taking him up. Pregnant.
Now we got
different. Now we talking.
Because
but yeah, like I'm a dad. I'm going to be there. Like, I'm going like that first step as far as like letting people know like what's real, what's not. Like I mean the life that you live and that like that's not your life type shit. Yeah. Like I'm going to be there to let them know what's what. So I mean,
but the reason why I'm sad is because you said earlier like the first step starts at home.
Right.
Now people disagree with the movie Cuties. Most of them didn't watch it, and it explains behind the scenes on how these kids go out and find this shit. So when you say your kid come on, you hear a burr out of his mouth.
I'm gonna do my best to be as transparent as possible. Know what I mean? Now, again, I'm a new dad, so I don't know how the fuck this shit's gonna work out. Know what I mean? But
no one does. Barely ain't got it.
But I'm gonna be as transparent as possible. I'll rock that shit with him as long as he knows what's up with it. You know what I mean?
Let me ask this: would you play your music for yourself?
Yeah, for sure. I do. I have it all the time.
But it's one of the things where, you know, I don't want to bring her up because I don't get into the controversial shit. But Cardi said her daughter's not allowed to listen to her music.
That's wild, though.
And a lot of people say, well, she's not responsible for your kid listening to the music, which is very true. But what makes you think your kid is going to be in your presence at all times?
Right.
I don't.
Especially
You get what I mean? Like it ain't like it's not like a parent. Well, I'm not gonna say that because there's most definitely parents that turn the shit on a lot of kids. But
a lot.
It's not like a parent be like, hey, listen to this.
Like your peers might find.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Your peers or the school, YouTube.
So, for example, like my mom tried
the school bus. If it's on the local radio, you know what I'm saying? Like
I already tried to keep us from hip hop. She got. I don't because I guess she knew the overall effect that it could possibly have on me. Earliest examples was Slick Rick, know what I mean? And Children's Story is one of the best songs, best hip hop songs, best songs I think ever. Like that song is fucking flawless. And so when I actually broke into it, it was like through some a wrestling CD with their theme music going, and it was like Run DMC doing DX's theme music, and I'm like, what the fuck? This shit is crazy. And then after that, it was the Marshall Mathers LP. That's that. I got shit just fell into my lap, and it was crazy. I couldn't even play the last song. Like Kim, I couldn't even play it. Like when he started talking to his daughter, sit down, did you move again? I was like, nope. Don't got that type of but even that, just real quick, even that song though, like nobody has made a song like that in a long time. And it's not just music, it's more of a film. You know what I mean? It's like listening to a fucking movie at that point. So when I actually got around to listening to that song, I gave me a whole new respect for him because like that song was crazy.
Because niggas get canceled.
Yeah. Right. They tried to cancel him.
He needs to be canceled. Yeah, again for the second time.
Portia say it's not really trending. Couldn't it be considered embracing oneself and expressing it in the art? Your wife said something that I agree with more than anybody. What anybody want to believe. Peers are a bigger influence than parents. You got parents that don't believe that. You got parents that be like, oh, well, you're supposed to be a parent. Your child is your child in your presence. Your child is them when you're not around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's you just how many times you left the house and you be like Mom, I'm the man when I ain't around you. You know what I'm saying?
So like she tried to keep me from it, but it found me.
Yeah.
Through other means, like still found me.
Portia said being a transparent parent and limiting the exposure so that it can be understood on their level is one of the most difficult things, especially when you look at them and see you need to use punctuation, Portia. See, they have grown not just physically but mentally as well. Britt says she makes music for her age group, which are adults. It's up to the parents to monitor what their kids listen to.
Bullshit.
Not Cardi.
That is bullshit.
Lando said it's all fun and games until it's their own.
Facts.
And the reason it's more of a bigger picture of accountability for me. I like how Eddie Murphy's approach.
It's like you know that you have a platform.
Yes.
And you know that that's not necessarily your job. Like you know that what you say is going to affect people. So you should definitely take that in mind when doing stuff. I don't even think that video had a parental advisory warning before. Like small shit like that. You know what I mean? So when you see it,
damn, it didn't. Nope.
At all. Uncut. Like for real.
But remember how I blended the video up with Cuties? They're literally doing the same dances as the WAP video. But everybody was cool to watch that. But when I made the video, everybody was saying that shit's nasty. So how do you say the same dance moves is nasty in a little girl video, but you got grown adults? So at what age do you just say, oh, okay? So randomly when a motherfucker turned 18, you go, oh, that's sexy.
Well, hold on now.
No, do you get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but I understand why this is sexy. Yeah.
No,
you were
no.
Because the child presence, you know, we all have this idea. Childs are innocent. They're innocent. So you don't want to see a children making a bodily motion as an adult. And that's where it's next. That's where they be.
Hold on. So there's the chicken versus the egg, the chicken or the egg, right? So we're gonna do it who's really making the pedophiles?
Who's what?
Who's making the pedophiles? If you think about it, you got 4 or 5-year-old girls walking around with their pussies out now.
Wait a minute.
Hold up, wait. I'm just giving you an example.
I'm just different language, nigga. When
No, we gotta give straight up answers.
Pussy ain't vagina's back.
But they're walking out with their ass cheeks out, their body out. Because you gotta be horse with it. Because this is the shit that people want. They want to desensitize it, but they're walking around with young girls with their asses out, and even though they don't got titties, but they got their fucking chest out. And the first thing you say is, "Oh, that's innocent." So in a sense, you're making the pedophile or pedophiles, and in a sense, you're giving them power or whatever the bullshit you want to say.
Who said it's innocent?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You just said they said it's innocent. Who said it?
People are saying, mothers are just saying, oh, it's innocent that they're walking around with their bodies out. They're allowed to express themselves. Meanwhile, there's preys and predators out there. It is what it is. So then when you think about it, who's really starting what? Because if your daughter's at, we'll say 13, because that's the age of development. If she's walking out with her ass out, and that's when the development of big titties pop out, we're going to use R. Kelly as a prime example. How can you get mad at that, man? But no, Akon. How can you get mad at that? And she's at an overage club.
Yeah, I fucked up situation.
So, but then, well, because he's a man, you'll call him a predator. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. But you put her out there like that. You accepted her like that. So how can you say that's a pedophile if you give the pedophile something to do? But then everybody will say, let's kill pedophile.
Well, pedophiles they took the action, my guy.
But
no matter what,
you just lost what I said.
No. If you're hungry and you see something on the ground, are you gonna pick the food up?
But you just lost what I said.
No, I'm not. No, you can't say hold on, no. You can't say someone's a pedophile.
I had to take the
without
camera.
an action.
I just used the Akon situation as a prime example.
I don't know. I don't know the Akon, first of all, the Akon situation was the adult. It was the parents' fault. Was a parents' fault.
That's what he's saying, though. He's saying,
but here's the thing. That little girl is their daughter in their presence. But when she's out and about, she's herself. Do you think that the parents sexualized her at a young age to go do what she did when she was older?
She made herself acceptable.
That's not no. You just said parents are making their kids what it was.
Exactly. So now I can go out and be like this, right?
Did you not just hear what I just asked you though?
What do you mean?
Do you think the parents chose to make her sexually active or do what she did?
If you make it acceptable to be out there with your body, you're not gonna care.
The parents did that though.
My nigga, you didn't listen to what I said.
What do you mean?
If you take your daughter out there and with
what?
Booty and booty and cha-cha out.
That's like saying my son walking around with a Speedo that a woman will like him because they think he got a big dick.
That's what teachers do. Well, my kid got a big dick. But no homo. That's what teachers do though. All right, thanks. So, Virgil, how do you feel about white men drawing dicks everywhere?
Next.
No, but it pisses me off because people dismiss the power of music.
I agree.
And it's like they throw it to the wayside and they go, oh, well, maybe the mom should control that.
They said you ain't making no sense. So they said shut the fuck up.
Well, I made a lot of fucking sense.
I mean, there's levels to it.
Country music is the worst.
Facts.
Is the most impactful music on the planet. They said country music has caused more suicides and deaths than any other music.
That's a fact. Because their dog.
Oh, no, that's true.
Their dog has died so many times.
Yeah. That's just like
I'm not lying.
the blues.
Yeah.
They said they think Cager's broken.
Am I broken or you just too slow? But
why they going
in?
But that's what I'm saying about like the impactfulness of music. You won't say nothing until it's in your face.
There's levels. I think there's levels, and it's not one thing. No, I mean that's one of
There's so many
Yes.
aspects that we'll be talking. There's so many aspects, especially at this time. Can't even point out just one thing and say it's just that.
And social media.
I'm not.
Well, that's why I said it. No kids. No, I think adults shouldn't even have social media the way we have it. You know what I mean?
People are so sensitive.
Yeah.
People just got to be responsible with their actions.
Like you be like, I like waffle.
I do that.
Tear you apart.
Waffle color Negroes is different.
Social media. I think social media has too much influence on presentation.
We make it have too much.
That's true, but it's also your peers, like people you personally know. You know what I mean? These are people that, you know, if you talk to them all the time, you know what I mean, that you know, they show all the shit they got online. You're like, man, this motherfucker doing all right for their motherfucking self. Let me go turn it up. You know what I mean? I think social media, it gives a different mental space of whatever you want to prove to people.
Social media is the visual part of what the internet always was. You get to see what niggas was typing about the whole entire time. You feel me? Niggas was talking about, I get on here and be whoever I want. Now I get to do pictures and create a lifestyle. Bro, it's manipulation.
Because that green screen the motherfucker.
ladies, we gonna have a conversation about what he talked about on another episode. We apologize we went down that lane because this nut ass nigga ain't shit. They gonna fuck it. They gonna fuck it. So
get bro out of here.
oh yeah, they trying to can? No.
You can't cancel because I'm smarter than most you motherfuckers.
What kind of shit is that?
Because they gonna come up here with the same thing. Well.
No, we ain't going there. Hey, we ain't going there.
No, we ain't going there.
Damn. No, address it now. No, we ain't addressing it now. But we have a guest here.
Yeah, but CP, what music you got up? Well, I mean, let us know what you got popping.
Website, got everything right now. cpx3x.com. That's cpx3x.com. A few videos, couple songs. Right now, I still feel like everything's, I'm used the word hodgepodge. Like nothing's perfect exactly the way I want it, but it's like
that's
it's cool. I'm like, it's cool. Like it's mine. I want to start hitting the studio more often and getting all of my beats like 100% made, like catered to me. In the studio with my radio edits. I got this whole process that I'm trying to go through. Right now, I typically record most of the stuff myself. So I'll record a demo at the crib, then I'll sit on it for a week. Like, you know what? It actually sounds a lot better than a lot of the stuff that I hear out here. Then I might just like let it roll. So long story short, I got about 30 records in the cut that I'm like fine tuning right now.
That's 2 albums.
It's a lot. It's 2 albums. It's 10
Ain't nobody doing 15 song albums no more.
Hey, Chris Brown does it.
Ashley said she's coming up here with the blick.
With the boogie up, and he got this divvy up.
So now, when we talk about social media, do you feel like social media pressures music artists to drop music faster?
Facts.
I'm gonna say it depends on your style of artist.
Right.
Because people like you kind of build like another identity. Like people, I don't know how to put it. It's like Daft Punk, for example. You know what I mean? They had the helmets off for a grip, and they got to a certain point where their helmets on, you ain't see their faces again forever. That was their mystique. They didn't have to drop albums unless they wanted to. So it's kind of how you want to play it. So I got my CPX3X page, which I'm kind of keeping in the cut, but I'm building these other pages, and I'm gonna be able to funnel everything to that. But that page is more so of like a horror movie character, like glitches and ghosts, and you don't see the whole face all the time. So I'm like building the character, and we'll funnel people through that. But the way that I deliver it to people is going to be, I don't have to post all the time, but when I post the site, people are going to watch because, oh shit, he posted something. Like,
so then they got trust in your brand.
I think I'm building that. And that's what I've been working on over these last few years. It's really just building the brand and having people understand it when they see it and be interested and want to know more. So yeah, I just get brick by brick.
Okay. And another question we asked a few artists that have been on our show: what is something that this city needs for the artists to develop and grow in our city?
They need more people willing to teach. That's the biggest thing, I think. That and a venue. I mean, like the shadow, like a venue that we can all come together more consistently. It doesn't necessarily have to be the same people every time, but again, like just somewhere we can come together and people willing to teach. Like a lot of times when I'm at shows and stuff like that, like I talk to the other artists. If I see somebody else performing over their lyrics or something like that, but it's somebody who I think is dope and has a lot of potential, I'll come to the side and ask them if they got a performance version or I mean just more community.
Performance version?
Yeah.
What's that?
So
About the lyrics.
yeah, talk the lyrics in your records. So it might be in and out, it might be every other word or something like that. But most people in the city perform.
I'm not an artist, bro, so I don't know none of that shit. I don't know none of that shit.
But a lot of people in the city perform over their lyrics, and when you're on a certain stage, when everybody knows your song, the Drake does that. Like, you can do that. You know what I mean, you can just have your song run. You don't have to rap it. Like that's the goal. That's what we're trying to get to. I mean, write something on this page. Walk up, get paid to walk up in here, and y'all rap it back to me.
It was like when Jay-Z put the mic down, everybody rapped his whole song. That's exactly
goals. That's goals. That's what inspired that whole chop thing. Like that energy that the crowd is giving you, just being that. I mean, you're willing to give it back to you.
Damn, that's
like,
cool.
That's one of the reasons that I really do it. Like that energy is crazy.
That because so you know our scene when we first got into this, one of the big things was we recognized there wasn't a lot of promotion like big venues and a lot of space for artists to go to represent itself.
That's it. That's the main thing.
And we don't have we learned that through what we do now, there's not a lot out there in this place. Mm-hmm. And I feel like the one thing, like when we said before, we're like, damn, what's stopping the artists from creating that themselves compared to waiting for someone else, like someone to just open that? Like what's stopping like the artists, like a few artists go like, hey, I got 5,000, you got 5,000, another artist got 5,000, and we could buy a building and this is solely for music. None of the bullshit. Music.
That's possible. I'm actually on to something like that.
Okay.
But as far as it's like having all the minds on the same page. You know what I mean? Like, so I've been doing it for like 10 years, and there are people that I was down with for 6 years, and you fall off. So going into a venture like that, you know what I mean, where you're actually putting money and bread, like I gotta know who these people are doing this. You know what I mean? I think that's the main thing stopping it. I mean, there's been all different types of meetings of like, you know what I mean? If you go to the show and see superstars on stage, I call them superstars. I'll call them that because like your family and they do their thing. Yeah. And so like you see them on stage and they'll be the same people at the meetings. We're all talking, we're all putting these plans together, but there's not a lot of execution after. Like there's not a lot of follow through. And then everybody kind of falls back and does their own thing. And so again, that was one of the reasons of Power Gang is I wanted to create this platform that can kind of umbrella a lot of shit. Like I'm gonna get that money, be it a fucking what's it called? One of them investors, Shark Tank type motherfuckers, where I see artists and people here that I want to put money in. Let's do it. Like somebody who has experience running a venue who's looking to get into that shit. There's people out here. Like there's people out here who've had spaces looking for spaces. Like those are the people that I'm fixing to connect with.
Okay.
But it's an energy type thing. I mean, I'm not rushing it. When it comes, it comes. I know.
Oh yeah, because it's business.
And there's a couple. One live, DJ Goodnight.
Yeah. DJ Goodnight. I actually used to work with him, but
holding it down, still doing shit.
They still got this one live still up. They still up there and everything.
I'll tell them to come to the ship.
What about One Hood or? So Chevy.
I thought he retired.
I'm sorry. He's grandpa DJ.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, damn, Chevy, what?
Yeah, I thought Chevy. Chevy's crying. But I thought he retired.
I was like Paradise Gray.
Who, Chevy?
Yeah, he retired. DJ.
Yeah.
I haven't got the chance to
really do a lot of work.
I can't wait to. Because that's like a point in my time. Like I know when I get the chance to rap the Paradise Gray, like I mean you gotta take that in.
Yeah.
That's a legend. That's a real life legend. So I know I'm going to get to the point in my career where I'm more so comfortable with where I'm at to be able to walk in there with that energy, like, and meet with him. That's going to happen.
Okay.
Do you think Pittsburgh artists do not utilize the platforms that are in this city unless it's Do you think they don't utilize? We're gonna say lower. We're gonna put ourselves on a lower tier of the platforms as much as they utilize the higher ones? Because I've seen people pay to get on Whammo for only 20 seconds. And it's like, what the fuck did you go out there for 20 seconds for when you got platforms, you know, like us reaching out to you saying, yo, we want to put you here. Like, do you think they don't utilize like the smaller platforms?
I do. It goes with that whole arrogant type thing. Like they feel like they expect to be up in the Whammo studio or something like that. And smaller things might not be good enough for them. That's one thing. But even on top of that, it's like whatever opportunity you get, you should make it as big for you as possible. Like all of our promos, though, we got a decent amount of people watching, and I'm proud of that. And yeah, I don't do this too often, but I'm gonna start doing it a lot more. And again, I was part of the problem. I mean, I wasn't necessarily utilizing it, but I personally didn't have my ducks lined up to be able to come up. And I mean, I didn't feel comfortable with myself, the projects that I was working on. Now everything is literally lined up, and so I'm making my rounds. I can't speak for everybody else. Because High Sex Magazine, she's been doing a lot of leveling up, especially from where she started. Like I love progression, love evolution, and she's one of the ones that's doing that. That's dope. Like a Good Night, Chevy, like they all have stations that these artists could be talking to, sending their records to have them play. But yeah, they don't utilize them as much. I don't know if y'all remember Jason Connor. Nope. Yeah, this white dude, he's cool shit, did graphics for everybody, covers. He had a whole website called peopleofpittsburgh.com that he would put videos.
Oh
and
shit!
Yeah, it was crazy. But it's gone because people didn't utilize it. If people to use it, like it would have still been a thriving thing. But yeah, I don't know. They're too ignorant to the people here. Kind of just like with working with other artists. I mean,
I think there's a lot of politics in the way with that type
so many politics.
Man, that's fucked up. The talent here, man, is great. Like the talent here is it's a lot of. It can be big, you know what I mean? And even if it's just our city big, I would listen to a motherfucker from our city a lot more than I would our artists on the radio. You know what I mean? And I only say that because if they talked about what's going on in our town or just their lingo, period, shit, I'm drawn to that shit. Yeah, I'm drawn to that. You know what I mean?
And I always say that like hip hop artists are like newscasters. Like that's your job to be current and stay up to date. You know what I mean? And you should be on some CNN shit, speaking facts versus Fox and just doing whatever.
Okay.
I ain't never looked at it that way. Yeah. Hey, y'all the newscasters. Damn, maybe that's why they all suck.
But you know, that's why the world see what they see. You know what I mean? It's propaganda. It's crazy. It's
he said most definitely we need more networking outlets.
Who said that?
Jamisha. That's true though. You know what I mean? But I think I think one of the challenges that we face right now, and the only reason why I say it because when I think about the networking, even between artists and just like what we do, a lot of podcasts don't even communicate with each other. Like we don't. I think we only even communicate with one other podcast, and even in that was still kind of like, damn, like, all right.
So I think like that's when it gets down to like not necessarily greedy, but it's like there's only a finite amount of stuff of people here. Like they only got a little bit of time in their day to listen to a podcast. So am I want to send them yours, or am I want to make them try to get them to listen to mine? And that's with music sometimes too. But that's where working together comes like features. I'll be doing some features soon. But that's when the working together and the collaboration comes important because then we're trading fans type shit.
And that's how it's supposed to be. Honestly.
So, y'all can definitely pull that off by like jumping, like y'all going to theirs, they're coming to yours, we're doing a collaboration type podcast. Or forever other podcasts.
And that's why I get pissed off why artists leave doing venue or events. You're leaving, you're taking your fans, you're not giving the fans a sense to listen to that person next up. It's great. And it's just like you said, it's like a cross fan promotion type thing. And then just imagine if y'all collab together. That's like Shamar Hampton. No matter where I go, I say, to any Pittsburgh artist I talk to, I'm like, yeah, you gotta get on him. You got a group, Black Fountain. I always promote people. Now I don't promote you that much because you got a gang, nigga. So if I say hire a gang, they're gonna be like, but I share people's shit on my page, but I share Shamar because I know at the same time he'll be like, all right, Cage put me on. I'm gonna start sharing their shit more and more, right. And that's the issue that Pittsburgh runs to in general. They don't want to share people's shit. Mm-hmm. I wake up every morning, I will scroll through. I see your shit, bang. I see somebody else's shit, bang. I see somebody else's shit, bang. But then you look on their shit, they don't share nothing that you got. Mm-hmm. And it's like they have a sense of I'm a celebrity when you're not. Like we have gotten people to 500 views on the YouTube. Now people will be like, oh, that's 500 views, but when you're looking at it, nigga, you're not famous. That's 500 views. So if you put 11 videos out, I don't do math. But that's people growing and getting to know you. Yeah. We're pushing our people to you, but at the same time, you're not reciprocating because you feel like you're a better kind of that entitlement's higher than what it is. Oh, he's just promoting my shit. Mm-hmm. And I think our city don't do that. We need to be back on like Atlanta. Yeah. They will. That's my man. That's my man. Then he shared my shit. It's communication. It's promoting of their own city.
Do you think like people's personal preferences in music plays a part?
Most definitely.
Like so like me for example, like my brand doesn't go like too far right as far as the gun shit, like and the violence. Like I have my way of going about it just because like I mean my only problem with peace is that there's violence. Like if you want to be a peaceful person, there's always going to be some violence out there, and I'm trying to take your peace. So that's
the only way to be peaceful is to understand violence.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So that's my take on the street poetry that I do. But I don't necessarily share that straight shoot them up, split a nigga, because 9 times out of 10, like I don't necessarily.
That's not you.
Yeah, I don't get something from that type because I got music that I play and listen to like that, but it's more so the energy behind it, or it's more believable, or I understand the story a lot more. I have a better connection to it. I feel like there's a lot of fraud people who do that type of rap. Like I don't write a gun bar if it's not within arm's reach. Personally, that's how I am. If it's not close to me, I'm not rapping about it for real. And then it gets hard for me to write sometimes like that because I'm not just reaching out here and just write. I got the job, I got this, I got that. Like if I can't, call somebody up and get it or do something like that. But other people don't have a problem with just doing it. Like the kid that fucking lives with his parents and shit can literally just hop on here and do the hardest fucking drill record. To say anything. And people will see that video and be like, oh, this kid fucking spit. Put that shit the fuck on. Like, some Jesus.
Facts. That's how I was thinking of his name. He said, I ain't about none of this life I'm rapping about. Got millions of views, got money off of it.
Yeah. Well, plug the people in, man. Plug the people in. Let them know what you got coming up. And tell them, name, do that long ass acronym. You got
people inspire respiratory systems and coronavirus. People inspire stimulus checks coming out.
Take that. With PirateGangland.com, we got a newsletter. We're gonna start updating more consistently. Sign up, drop your email because we'll be doing when everything opens up. We'll be doing shows, letting people know what we're gonna be doing. We'll be dropping a lot of merchandise coming soon. A conversation we had earlier about the merchandise and the branding, that was really dope because that's like where we're standing right now. Yeah. Between doing a fashion line, mixing sweatsuits, tracksuits, and stuff like that versus just shit for a logo on it, chain lanyards, all that little funky stuff.
Yeah, I didn't say that to the world out loud, Jay, because I don't want to. I ain't got time to argue.
So you're working on merchandise, photo shoots. Shout out to my wife, VirgBoogie. She's a fucking goat. VirgBoogie is my fucking brother. We know he's not in the Berg right now, but he be holding down for the game all the time. Original Intelligent Productions. That's my sis.
Original
Intelligent
Productions.
She does the videos, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Black woman videographer. She's fucking hard. The only person I go to for my videos at the moment, besides my homie Elan.
Feed the camp, baby.
Doughboy $, White Boy George.
White Boy George.
Yeah, I mean. Me, CPX3X.com. All my shit's there. You can sign up for my newsletter. I'll be updating that more consistently too. Keeping everybody posted, dropping more music, giveaways, all that fun shit.
He'll be selling switchblades too. Because the way that nigga
let me try this again.
We're gonna get some knives.
I'm gonna say it fast. People inspire real shit. Well,
Yep.
People inspire real aspiration to experience greatness, approaching newer generation. I said, I think I said.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Yeah, some wristbands.
Rubber bands. Not it ain't with the bang sound. So. But that's for the streaming. So people like.
So now I got a question. What can we do more on our platform? Because we, as you see, with the technical difficulty, we've been upgrading, and we're gonna start doing things like playing our artists' music in the background, just like different shit for our people. So what can we do on our platform to help you guys?
All right, smoker friendly. I know a lot of guys would probably like be more comfortable if they could smoke. Not saying you, I mean I would, but like in
smoke
general,
where?
Just
like in interviews type of. Oh, okay. I'm like, damn. So we hate smoke.
But I think the others why one, there's old people that live in this house, but two, it's no. But I want to say this for the fact that
you talking about period.
Yeah, I'm just saying some people like that.
That hurts branding in a higher class. I hate to separate it, but in a higher field. If they see endorsements, there you go, endorsements. If they see you, so we'll have people sit here rolling up blunts, and one, the conversation's fucking dry, and then two, it's like it hurts your brand because if somebody really wants to come and grab you, they're gonna be like, well, he smokes.
Yeah, Elon Musk stopped there when he told the world to smoke.
Yeah,
that just goes to show.
Yeah, it diminishes your brand. So at the same time, you stop it from the door, and then most of these niggas come in, bro, I'm on stage. You're not too cool to interact.
I think so if we were doing streaming like we had these cameras on, I wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah, facts.
I wouldn't give a fuck because you can do whatever the fuck you want when it's just streaming. You know what I mean? But I think I'd rather be around you first if you smoke, so I know how you are. So I know how you are because I know how some people are. They smoke and they stop talking, but now they stuck. You know what I'm saying?
As optional.
Yeah. No.
Purely optional thing.
Well, we got some things in the work where we're gonna be doing our show outside, like a real porch, like how we do us in the summertime. So you pull up outside.
Y'all fuck with y'all.
And for the niggas that will be coming on later, I will smack your weed out your fucking hand if you do not interact. You are not gonna waste this fucking camera time or my fucking time. Cause niggas get on here with dog. Me and my homies, you gonna hit this? With the dumb shit. Like, dog, if you gonna smoke on camera. Pop, top. Like niggas.
Clear that south side thing.
No, because I hate niggas that they keep with the lighter.
So one thing I can say, I'm starting to realize, one thing I can say is that if you're a music artist, say you want us to share your music, send it to us.
Okay.
Send it to us. Because if you be like, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. People like, hey, bro, share my shit on your page. All right, I got you. If I'm in motion, I don't forget that shit. I got a million fucking things going on.
Like on the website.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Send it to us. Like if you send us a message and go, hey, bro, would you be able to share our website? I gotta take my time to go through the messages, go to your website. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll share this right now. But if you tell me, hey, bro, share my shit in the comments, bro, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna forget about it. I got a million things I'm doing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I think on our end, like when we say, well, what can we do? Okay. If you want us to, if you got music that you want us to share, send it to us. We're gonna share it. If you got, say you got your clothing line, send it to us. We'll share it. Not send clothes to us, but send us the link or send us to you. You know, one thing, me and my wife, we own our own business, and I'm also in a different aspect of entrepreneur, where I understand where people want to give away free shit, but I understand where I'm in a sense of I don't want no free shit from you. I'd rather pay for that, because you ain't get that shit for free. Right. You ain't just, you know what I'm saying? Like you ain't work, you ain't.
Some people got promotional items. Some people eat that cost just so they have a few things.
I understand, but that ain't me.
I hear y'all respect that.
That me personally, that's not me. You know what I'm saying? Because I want everybody to understand you deserve every dollar that you earn when you put your work in. And that's something that I don't play about. We got a homie that do the edits for us, and he's like, bro, I just do that shit for free. Bro, what the fuck I look like asking you to do something for me? And I'm, you know what I mean? Like, bro, I'm paying. There's no question about this shit. So that's that. Like, when it comes to that type of shit, yeah, like just let us know. Like, let us know what we can do, and if
like if you ever got any spirit bitches that need fucked,
what?
Call me, because I mean, no, you could.
Hey.
I mean,
he ain't talking to him.
He might.
He ain't talking to him. You ain't about to have her pull up to this fucking location. Oh, spin bitches. I gave for
aiming at that chest. Bang. But no, I'm joking about that. But no, we're dead ass serious about the promotion shit.
Yeah.
You see us all the time promoting shit, and it's just hard for the fact that we promote people don't promote us, and it gets old.
Let's build the bridge. That's what it is. Let's build the bridge.
Build the city.
That's what it is. We build the bridge. Once we get that established, we know what it is. We know how to go about it. We grown ass men. You be like, bro, I'm dropping an album. I'm trying to pull up on the show. It's nothing. It's nothing. But understand, when you come up on the show, share our shit. Yeah. Share your show on your shit. Right. Shit, fuck around, take a clip of the interview and put it on the CD.
Yeah, for real.
And that's fact.
It's shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, I get game.
And the main reason why I say
EA ain't paying me enough.
The main reason why I say build a city is for the fact when famous people come into the city, they want to know
who's someone.
Yeah, they don't want to go through the same cliquish groups as somebody say to pull artists. Because if you notice, when somebody famous come, they grab the same couple artists that's under them. So my thing is, so imagine if a Nas does come, we can be like, the city can be like, oh well, CP's turn. You get what I'm saying? where it seems like now it's just that cliquish group that be like, all right, Nas came, Fed to God, put Fed to God under him, and then there's two other acts. Yeah. Why when it could be like, bro, it's your turn to shine, or it's your turn to shine, or it's just everybody's turn to shine in our city. So when they come and ask our city who's the hottest artist in the sun, it's not the same motherfucker when you walk in here. Okay. He's hot. Our city's hot. Now, if the nigga's garbage, please, and I think that needs to happen more with y'all amongst the music scene. Y'all need to be like, he's trash. Get him the fuck out of here. Leave the niggas the fuck out. Because, I mean, we laugh, but at the same time, it makes y'all look bad.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, I saw J. Cole, and he said that. He said somebody from Pittsburgh sent me something in Twitter. Like, you know, J. Cole going on his rants and shit. Yeah. He said they sent it to me, and it was the worst shit.
Damn.
Yo. It broke my heart. I'm like, I could have been any one of us. I don't know.
Guilty by association, a cold motherfucker, man.
Who is it?
But we're not weeding them out. And it makes me mad that everybody's scared to call these people. You ain't gotta be scared to call somebody out and tell them they suck, because in a sense you can help them better their craft. So it's
about doing it like that.
So if you
his delivery.
if you continuously let somebody make sucky music.
But the delivery track.
But why should I have to be sensitive to you sucking?
I'm sorry. What?
if I walk up to you like, bro, that ain't it. It's how you take it.
Yeah.
So all right. So
but you see how you said,
yeah,
that ain't it. You didn't say you're trash. It's a difference of how you said it. It's the difference of how you.
Bro, that's just garbage. That's,
Oh, no,
no, I'm still running. But
my bad.
nah, you try to stop me.
No,
You try to stop my train in motion. But I love where you go on CPXD. VirgBoogie. Please, I need a logo because I'm about to
Verge.
be the Verge. My bad, Verge. I'm about to do. I need a logo because I'm about to do my OnlyFans, and I need like a like a dick in the Fantastic Four symbol, but with the mushroom tip going up.
Who's your manager?
That nigga's my manager. He's in a green sweatsuit. What you got on? What you got on, dog? Just so y'all know, I got boards dropping very soon. My manager said I can't drop it yet. My manager said I can't drop one. But no, are you really gonna draw it up for me?
No, what? No.
I need like the Fantastic Four symbol.
Oh, you're right. Money talk bullshit.
The best thing about working for yourself is able to choose.
Yes, yes.
So now, so the question is, do I gotta send a picture first? Where you go? Actually,
Nothing graphic design. I'm actually really busy right now. So, nah.
Hey, there's something wrong with it, bro. There's something wrong with it. Hey, we appreciate y'all being on the show, man. My name is Willis.
and we gotta apologize for the technical difficulty. Again, new
like
technology.
I said, we owe y'all, man. Like I said, we owe y'all. We was upgrading, and clearly the upgrades
Look, we ain't trying to.
didn't do that shit. But once again, we're gonna have y'all on the show. It'll be shortly. I'll reach out to y'all to make sure we get something linked up. Appreciate y'all coming through. We got CPX3. We got VirgBoogie. I don't want to call him Virgil, but the Virgil. If I was gonna call him Virgil, he's the dude off Devil May Cry. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Either that or see,
Set it shop. They call you. Oh, that's real name.
See, I came up with the name. I want 60% commission. I want 60% commission.
Hey, appreciate y'all.
It's the boy Willis.
Thumbs in the building.
It's your boy Cage.
CPX3 Power Gang, people inspiring with aspirations to experience greatness, approaching newer generations. We are people inspiring with aspirations to experience greatness, approaching newer generations. That's right.
And I just spun the camera around to me. Hi guys.
Hey man, hold up. The way y'all be saying that, I was like, damn, military is